Okie dokie, here is another short tutorial video that I've been wanting to make, but I haven't made it yet because I needed all the parts for this. It's March 30th of 2026, and I would like to quickly demonstrate that I have added the optional feature of using a remote cable release to open the trunk lid and the fuel door. So I have laid out here what you need, what parts you need to find, and as simple as this modification is, finding the parts for this to make this to work is a completely different story. I have had to wait several months hunting cars in the junkyard or looking online and stuff, collecting all the necessary parts I needed to make this to work. So first thing you'll need is this latch. I don't know what you call this, but this is the interior cabin latch that you use to mount in the driver's floor pan section right here. It's kind of dark, but I can still see that. And these are mounted using two 10mm bolts. I don't know if you can see that, but here there's one of those, and another one right there. And I'd say the most difficult part you're going to have a hell of a time finding is this cable. Now this is an extra cable I pulled from my Nissan Pulsar parts car right now, but unfortunately this one is broken because this plastic part here rusted and broke off. I tried fixing it with super glue, but I don't think it's gonna work. But I'm just laying this part here to show you that you need this specific cable from Nissan, but Nissan does not make this anymore, so I don't know what to tell you. Good luck if you can find this cable in good condition, either from a junked car, which is very low chances unless you come across a fully loaded GXE Nissan Sentra from the late 80s. So you need this cable, you need this latch for the interior, you need this striker for the trunk latch. Not this exact one. I bought this one by mistake. This is meant for a right-hand drive version, so you need the left-hand drive version if you have a left-hand drive car in the United States, North America, or whatever, or England, or whatever you are. So that was the last part I needed to make this work, and I just finished installing it. When you install this, you make sure this lines up correctly with the two 10mm mounting bolts, just so that your latch here can line up perfectly so it can close. At first it may not line up correctly, but just give it a few slams. Just so that it closes properly. So, and then the last part is optional that you need, but also good luck finding one, is this fuel door. Let me open this real quick just to show you why you may or may not need this. So you need to push to open the fuel door. So you see why this one is a different color, because I pulled this from a 1987 Sentra GXE wagon, fully loaded. Now, I don't expect you to find this particular gas door, but just to show you that it is slightly different. Now, as you can see, this door for the gas is designed to have this functionality in mind with the cable release because of this hinge here. You can pause the video and take a closer look at it. But if you get really lucky, I don't know how, you do need this door, this type of fuel door, to make it work because of this metal hinge part. Let me show you the difference between that and my original fuel door. Let's pause this video for a second. Okay. Now here's my original fuel door. And as you can see, my car originally came with a standard fuel door that has a matching key cylinder for a locking gas cap. You can see the mechanism is different. Here I have, in this tin box, I've collected quite a few fuel doors just for extras or spares. This one's also a regular fuel door with the locking key cylinder. This one as well, although I kind of destroyed it when I tried to remove the hinge for something else. And here is an honorable mention. This is a fuel release door from a late 80s Nissan Sentra Sport Coupe. And this is actually plastic, not metal. Only the hinge part is metal. Now if you take a look here, the Sport Coupe version is slightly different. It will not fit the sedan. Believe me, I tried. You can see it's slightly longer than the sedan version here. Now don't mind the difference of the color because my car was repainted before I bought it. You can see that even on the plastic Sport Coupe version of this door, the hinge is slightly different as well than compared to the standard version on a sedan with the locking gas cap. And you see the fuel holder thing here is built into the molded plastic instead of having a separate plastic piece here. So this will not work unless you have a Sport Coupe. But even then, I would believe Sport Coupes would come standard with this feature of the remote release fuel door and gas door. Let me bring this to my car for a side-by-side comparison. Okay, and you can see here that the fuel doors are slightly different. So this is not important. I think you can still use your original fuel door to make this work. I don't know how. Maybe when this part here contacts the plastic plunger part to release the door, it will still work. I guess you just maybe keep this in the locked position. And also another tiny detail is if you get really lucky somehow finding this door, this type of gas door, it should come with this rubberized metal spring retainer clip. This is what helps push out the fuel door like this when you use the lever in the cabin to release it to open this gas cap. See if I push it closed. Let me try it again to show you. So if I open this, it should release. There. So that works. So to do the installation, I think I already explained all the parts you need. So you basically have to tear apart your interior, take out your front seat, take out the back seats, take out the plastic sill trim piece here, and the kick panel, the plastic kick panel, remove that. And you need to remove the bottom bolt of the seat belt, the driver's seat belt, just so you can lift up the carpet to have access to those mounting bolt holes to mount this release latch lever in the cabin. But before you do that, if you get really lucky finding said cable, you need to insert the cable like this I know that's not very easy to see, but this plastic part goes in front of the bracket of this release lever. Then you put the bolt, the 10mm bolt, through both of those things to go into the car. And it's better if you try to put this cable through the front first, and then you feed it towards the back through the wheel well. I know you can't really see it because it's dark out, but there is some space in the wheel well that you could feed this cable through. Just be careful not to damage this part right here for the locking gas cap mechanism. Once you get that secured, the gas cap part should have a plastic washer or plastic nut. It should come with a plastic nut that looks like that you screw on by hand. You don't need tools, just so it stays in place. But when you push this in, it should pop into place because it has like a little retainer, plastic threaded retainer, or whatever you call it. Okay. After you feed this through, you have this other end that connects to the striker. I will provide a part number for this striker eventually. This is a Nissan part, but this striker is meant for a Nissan Silvia or 240SX. So, and then you can see at the end of this other end of this cable, if you can focus, you see that little ball that's at the end of the cable. That's what pulls on the latch mechanism to open the trunk. And it takes some time to get these two mounting bolts to line up perfectly, like I said before, so you can close the trunk properly. So that's basically how you do this type of installation. Now in my case, this cable I have here is too long because I pulled this from a 1988 Nissan Sentra Sport Coupe. So it's slightly different and slightly longer, but I can still make it work. I just need to be careful not to kink this too much so that the cable will pull on the striker correctly. I'm gonna try to use zip ties to tuck this in more so I can put all my trim back together that's in the trunk and my interior and all that. But I hope I clarified everything. Good luck if you are able to find these rare parts that you need to make this to work. Now I do have, at the time of this recording, 5 or 6 of these extra latches. So if you would like to have one of these, please get in contact with me in the comment section below, and I'll leave you my contact information. But these other parts, you're gonna, like the striker and this cable, well, good luck with that. You're gonna have to find that on your own. Nissan does not make these anymore, and they're probably unwilling to do so due to low demand. So this application will work for the B12 second generation Nissan Sentras from the late 80s to 1990. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this, listen to me yapping on my tiny YouTube channel. And you can leave some comments for feedback to see what I can do to improve these videos for my small channel.